What is going on, guys? My name is Ghead22, and today I have a pretty cool video for you guys. I am going to be talking about MLB The Show 18 and my wish list for the game. So we are only a few short months away from the drop of MLB The Show 18. We have they've already announced that Aaron Judge will be on the cover, which is pretty exciting. He put up an incredible rookie year, won Rookie of the Year in the American League. Maybe should have won the MVP, but Altuve was a worthy candidate. But anyways, let's get right into the video. First up, we have franchise mode updates. So a lot of you guys, you usually only play Diamond Dynasty, maybe Road to the Show. But there are a lot of people who play franchise mode, myself included, who would love to see some updates, some revamps. It's been pretty stale. Pretty much the same reskin of the franchise mode for the past 2 or 3 years. And I think they need to take a play out of Madden's playbook here and maybe kind of model themselves after that. You know, Madden has has included the relocation feature, and you can make your own jerseys once you relocate. You can rename the team, and they have a lot of things like financing of your stadium. You can choose the ticket prices. You can choose the concession prices. How much you sell merchandise inside the stadium. And you can pretty much control a lot of different aspects inside the franchise mode, or it's like owner mode in Madden 18. And I think that's a really cool addition to that game, on top of the most popular Ultimate Team, which Madden has. And MLB The Show makes a lot of its money on the off Diamond Dynasty. That's where they really kind of drive home. But I think franchise mode needs an update. It's been too long, and it's kind of just getting repetitive. And I think with the addition of a relocation, an expansion process, more control over the ins and the outs of the franchise. Really, right now you really only control the team. You control a little bit of the minor league system, but other than that, it's pretty stale, and I think updating that would be a huge benefit for MLB The Show 18. So, secondly, we have online franchise mode updates. This was going to be kind of a short number 2 here. Online franchise mode, again, one of the lower, less people play online franchise, but still played, and I think it could kind of get some of the same updates that franchise mode could get. Relocation, expansion, maybe more control in that aspect of making the money and choosing the money decision. So online franchise just kind of needs an update. I try to play it with my friends in MLB The Show 17. And it was always kind of glitchy. You would start a fantasy draft, and whoever was hosting it would draft a player, and then they would go into the second round, and the other two players or 3 players, they can't pick for some reason. It was kind of glitched up. So I think that maybe they look into that, maybe add some updates into that. So all right, on to number 3, which is I think the most exciting thing they could add into MLB The Show 18 is a stadium builder. Yes, I think they should put in a stadium builder where you can customize your own field and have the same have your own custom dimensions of the walls and the field. If you want it 450 feet out in center, and you want the walls to be in left and right, you want it to be 290 or 310, whatever you want, however the shape of the outfield you want. I think customizing that would be a really cool thing. And you can even implement that into the franchise mode, which I think what they should do, put that into where you can relocate your team or build a new stadium, or even expand and make a new team. And you could customize your field. You can have your kind of seats that you want inside the stadium, how close or far you want the foul lines to be, all of that cool stuff. I think that Stadium Builder would be an awesome feature in MLB The Show 18. Madden 18 kind of does this. It gives you kind of some options. So though it's not really like full customization. And actually, one of the MVP games, I think it was one of the MVP college baseball games, had this feature, Stadium Builder, and you could go in and you could customize the walls. I mean, that game was over probably 8 or 10 years old, and it has a pretty decent Stadium Builder. I think the MLB The Show 18, if they implemented that, I think it would be a huge hit. You can have it in your franchise modes, your play now modes, Road to the Show, and they could look at putting it into Diamond Dynasty. I think there are some concerns there putting it into Diamond Dynasty, though. You could have some pretty crazy fields. Obviously, there are regulations in real life, so you'd have to put those in there. Like in center field in the major leagues, it has to be 400 feet away or more. And so you could have, some guidelines to go by, so it's not just, people are cranking home runs to left field, by the second. So that would be a cool addition I think they should need to bring in. All right, number 4 is 2v2 online mode / event. I put event because maybe they could try this out and then maybe add in a mode. So as you guys know, I play a lot of Madden, and Madden 18 has a feature in it where you can play 3v3 online with your ultimate team. So you can have one guy play quarterback, 2 guys play receiver, all 3 guys on the defense. It's pretty cool idea and aspect of Madden 18. In MLB The Show, I think they might want to add in a 2v2 online mode where you go in and you could play, with your buddy or just a random person. And the way that I play offline sometimes with just me and my friends, we do 2v2 like tournaments. And the way that works just offline is you one inning, one player pitches and the other player plays controls the defense. And then the other, on the hitting side, you alternate. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, you switch back and forth hitting. And I think that would be kind of a cool mode, or maybe just like an event they could try out. You could hop in with your friend and play some 2v2, or maybe have the same ranked deal. You could be ranked 2v2, and level up in the 2v2 mode, and you kind of maybe pick your player, pick a friend or something, or it could be just you hop in with some random person and then. But yeah, it would be a really cool aspect, and within that, you invite your friend over and then they are into the game and then you play 2v2. I think that would be a really cool aspect of the game. So now, last but not least, we have fixes to the hitting aspect of MLB The Show. I know MLB The Show 17, it was kind of weird in the way that sometimes you could square a ball up and it wouldn't go anywhere. And I think they need to kind of take out the randomness of that. And I know baseball's a random game, that you hear round bat, round ball, and it makes total sense. I play baseball in real life, so sometimes you'll square one up and it's just it's baseball. You don't see the results that you want. But it's a video game, and you kind of want it to stay a video game. So I mean, if you're playing with zone hitting, you get that zone right on the ball. You have good timing. I expect it to be a base hit or a good hit or something. It's really frustrating when you're playing online and you're squaring balls up and they're going right to people, which happens in real life. I understand, but when on the other end of the bat, your opponent could get 3 jam hits in a row. I mean, he could be late or early. He could be late on 2 pitches in a row, and they could just break his bat, and they duck fart over the third baseman, and he scores a run off of it. And meanwhile, you're hitting piss rods that are being caught. And so I think they might want to look into that and make it a more video game aspect of MLB The Show 18, and instead of maybe get away from the real life. I enjoy it being like real life, but I think they might need to dial down the real life aspect of MLB The Show 18. But other than that, I think MLB The Show 17 was a great game, and I think they need to continue building on what they have built in Diamond Dynasty. Road to the Show was fantastic this year. I love that aspect. Maybe it kind of got a little repetitive with the cutscenes and stuff, and talking to your hitting coach every once in a while. But maybe they need to add some freshness into that. Other honorable mentions were maybe update broadcasting, Matt Vesters and the company, Harold Reynolds, maybe they, update some of those guys, maybe get a new guy in there, or just update some of what they stuff. I know they add in stuff every year, but maybe just kind of revamp it, because it's tired. I'm tired of hearing the same thing over and over and over again from Matt Vesters. But anyways, other than that, I'm really looking forward to MLB The Show 18, and I know a lot of you guys are as well. So leave down in the comments what your wish list looks like, and I will see you guys next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe.